Hola, amigos y amigas de YouTube. Hello, YouTube friends. Soy Andrea y vamos a practicar español. I'm Andrea and we are going to practice Spanish tonight. There are a lot of different methods for learning Spanish, and one that I really like is to read in Spanish a bilingual text. So you've got Spanish on one side and English on the other, and you read them both and compare them. And that way you can find out what words mean and also analyze the structure of the sentences. So you check out the word order and the endings on the words and learn through comparison and transfer some of your knowledge about English to learn knowledge about Spanish. So I want to share my screen here. Voy a compartir mi pantalla because I have a presentation. Tengo una presentación that gives some examples of how to use this method to learn Spanish. Okay, este es un método de aprender español que me gusta mucho. Así que empecemos. Let's get started. So, if you're a Spanish speaker trying to learn English, you can use this method. Or if you're an English speaker trying to use Spanish, because it's bilingual, you've got the two texts side by side. So there are many different resources that can help you in this pursuit. One resource that I really like is SpanishDictionary.com. It's a website that's basically a translation tool. You can translate one word at a time to find how to say it in Spanish, or you can enter whole phrases or sentences to get a translation. You can also check out the tabs about conjugating verbs and what the different verb tenses are. So it's a really useful tool. It's full of information. Another useful tool I really like is getting a book that you're interested in, obviously, so that you enjoy reading it and then comparing it Spanish to English. And so I like reading the Bible. There's a bilingual Bible, una Biblia bilingüe, that has Spanish on the left, English on the right, verse by verse, line by line, and you can compare the two and learn a lot. Another idea is to buy an Oxford Picture Dictionary or any picture dictionary that has the word in Spanish, the word in English, and a picture, so you know what it means. Or if you want something more basic or something more simple or something more fun, you can get books that are made for children. There are a whole bunch of books that you can buy online or at a bookstore that have translation between Spanish and English with lots of pictures and colors and examples. And a lot of these are basic words that you would need in everyday conversation. Because when you think about it, when you're learning new language, it's kind of like being a baby again and starting from the beginning. All right, so I have here a picture of Genesis from the bilingual Bible. You can see that the Spanish is on the left, the English is on the right. And I know this is small, it's probably hard to read, so we're not going to analyze it verse by verse. I just want to show you Génesis is the same as Genesis. La historia de la creación is the history of creation. And it says, if you can see it, I don't know, it's kind of small. En el principio creó Dios los cielos y la tierra. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Okay, so en el principio corresponds to in the beginning. And God is Dios. He created, creó, the heavens, los cielos, and the earth, y la tierra. Okay, so that's how I would do it. I would just read one, read the other, and compare and see if I can figure out which word corresponds to the other word in the other language. And then I'd look for similarities. I look for differences, like maybe the word order is different, or maybe the endings on this word correspond to a different ending in English, and you kind of learn different structures and how the two languages compare. It's called comparative analysis of language. All right, so here's an example that's in bigger letters that you can see, and this is the preamble of the Constitution of the United States. Kind of famous in English, maybe you've never seen it in Spanish, but I've written it side by side so you can make some comparisons. All right, so in English, we, the people of the United States, would be nosotros, la gente de los Estados Unidos. In order to form a more perfect union, para formar una unión más perfecta. Establish justice, establecer justicia, ensure domestic tranquility, asegurar la tranquilidad doméstica, provide for the common defense, proveer para la defensa común, promote the general welfare, fomentar el bienestar general, and secure the blessings of liberty, y conseguirnos las bendiciones de libertad to ourselves and our posterity, a nosotros mismos y a nuestra posteridad, do ordain and establish, ordenamos y establecemos, this Constitution, esta Constitución, for the United States of America, para los Estados Unidos de América. All right, so again, line by line, word by word, you can see that people corresponds to gente, we would be nosotros, United States is Estados Unidos. You can see here, for example, unión más perfecta corresponds to more perfect union, et cetera, et cetera. So you compare the two, and then you write down some things that you've noticed and some things that you learn. For example, you can just pick out vocabulary words. Repite, por favor, formar, unión, establecer, justicia, asegurar, tranquilidad, proveer, fomentar, bienestar, conseguir, bendiciones, libertad, posteridad, constitución. Okay, and preamble would be preámbulo. In addition to learning vocabulary, you can also learn about word order and grammar, concordance, all different things that are hard to explain but easy to recognize if you're comparing two texts. So para formar is in order to form. And this is a general rule. Anytime you want to say in order to do something, you say para formar. So para plus a verb means in order to do something. Okay, una unión más perfecta is interesting because you notice here, más perfecta comes after una unión. In Spanish, the adjective comes after the noun, whereas in English, the noun comes after the adjective. So it's a different word order. A more perfect union would be una unión más perfecta. Okay, you notice justice is justicia, domestic tranquility is tranquilidad doméstica. Once again, different word order. Common defense, defensa común, general welfare, bienestar general. And you can notice things like the endings of words. So this TAD and this DAD correspond to TY in English. Libertad is liberty. Posteridad is posterity. And this ION in Spanish corresponds to ION in English. Constitución would be constitution. And United States, different word order. This is states united. Okay, Estados Unidos. So it's very helpful. Take it word by word, take it phrase by phrase, take it sentence by sentence, get a text that you're interested in reading. Okay, if you can't find it translated for you, you can throw it into SpanishDictionary.com and it'll translate it for you. Or I really suggest buying a book that's already translated by professionals side by side, and you can make comparisons and learn a lot. Okay, so there's not just one way to learn Spanish. There are many ways to learn Spanish. You need to study vocabulary, study grammar, be exposed, practice, and then read, and then watch movies, listen to songs. There's a lot of different ideas, and I don't want you to get locked into just one method, because the more methods you try, the more things you're going to learn, and the more successful that you are going to be. So don't quit, keep working on it. 10 minutes a day is better than 2 or 3 hours once a week. And we'll see you next time. Gracias.